everybody, it's Stephanie in Nashville, and I am coming with you today with a first look at the brand new 8-pan color icon palettes from Wet n Wild. I went to 5 different Walgreens yesterday, 5, and a Walmart, and I was able to find all 3 of them. So I think there's only 3. So the first one is Blue Had Me at Hello. Very pretty palette. Next, we've got Petal Pusher, beautiful purple colors. And then we've got Comfort Zone, which is the natural palette. Now, I had seen these on Nouveau Cheap's website, so I knew that there was going to be some overlap, and I think I just went through a little while ago and I think I figured out where the overlap is. So I was going to kind of just give you my first impression and show you the overlaps that I had found. Okay, let's start with the blue one. The Blue Had Me at Hello. This has got some really great colors. I think the standouts are this aquamarine color and the one right underneath it, although this is a dupe. So really, the aquamarine color is the reason to buy this palette, at least in my opinion. I used it today on my waterline. Actually, I did a full face of drugstore makeup today in honor of Wet n Wild, so I guess I can tell you about those a little later. Anyways, let me show you the dupes. So this one has a black sparkle on the bottom, which is a dead-up dupe for the black sparkle in Spoiled Brat, which is one of the new trios that came out. I have got all of the new trios, all of the holiday quads, whatever you call them, the palettes with 6, all of the palettes that came out before the holidays, and I think that's it. So I've got I've got just about everything since they came out with this color icon line, except for the singles. Anyways, so it's definitely got the sparkle, same exact thing. I did a tutorial with this not long ago, and the sparkle doesn't really show up, so maybe I just didn't have enough of it on. Now, in this holiday palette, I think this is the Snow Elf. Let me try to open it, try not to blind you there. You're going to have some overlap in, I'll turn it this way, in the dark blues. This dark blue right here, and this dark blue right here. That. So I'll tell you, in these new palettes, along with all of the color icon stuff, some of the super dark colors I think have too much black pigment in them, so a lot of the really dark colors just come off as black, and then with a little shimmer of another color. So definitely a dupe for that. And then in the I Got Good Jeans palette, this lower dark crease color is a dupe. They're the same. Now, I haven't been able to find any silvers or whites or light blues that coordinate, so these are all kind of new. I thought that this silver was going to be a dupe in another palette, but it's not. The silver's different. So those are the dupes in Blue Had Me at Hello. Those are really nice, and I particularly like the aquamarine color. So next I've got Petal Pusher. I didn't find as many dupes in this palette. This is a beautiful palette with gorgeous colors, although I think that the formulations may be a little bit different. When I swatched all these yesterday, these wore off on my hand a lot faster than the other colors did. So I haven't tried them out yet, so I don't know if that's going to hold true. The light color, the brow bone shade, seems to be a really similar dupe for this holiday palette, which is Sugar Plum Fairy, I think is what it's called. I pulled off the sticker. So that's your dupe there. And I don't really see any other dupes, but it is kind of a similar toned palette. And finally, in the Lust palette, this crease color and this color seem to overlap. Okay, that's another one of those that has too much of a black undertone. And finally, I've got the Comfort Zone palette, which I think will probably be the biggest seller because it's, you know, kind of neutral. Now, I had known that this definer color, I don't think it has a name, but it's that duochrome that everybody was looking for in the Snow Elf palette. So this is the palette where I found the most overlap. So let's start with the I'm Getting Sunburned trio. The definer color in this trio and the crease color are going to be the same. In the Snow Elf palette, which everyone's been looking for, you're going to have that duochrome color. It goes on kind of brownish red and has like a bluish green highlight in it, and it's going to match the one in the Snow Elf palette. In the Golden Goddess palette, I think that's what this is called, from the holidays, I thought there was going to be a lot of overlap here, and I don't think there is any. So if you're wondering about that, I don't think there's any overlap here at all. And finally, in the Vanity palette, this crease color, this brown taupey crease color, and the bottom color in the Vanity palette, those are going to overlap. And these brow bone colors are different, and that's good to see. I'm really glad to see this brow bone color come out because I've been kind of lacking in brow bone colors. And also this one here is a real standout. So what I did today is I used all down my lid, I packed on the definer color, the duochrome color. I put a little bit of this eyelid color above the crease and some of this brow bone color on the brow and in the inner corner. And then under my eye, I used this aquamarine eyelid color, and as a liner, I used this crease color right next to it. And so that's my whole look for today, and the rest of my face is all drugstore too. I used Maybelline Mineral Power in number 2 Light, the Coty Airspun loose face powder, which is something I'm just rediscovering. I used it in high school, I think, and I found it at the 75% off sale at CVS, and I'm really enjoying that. Additionally, I have the Rimmel pencil in Hazel on my brows, the L'Oreal Double Extend on my lashes, and then my lips are Wet n Wild in Brandy Wine. And another thing I got 75% off at CVS, the Sally Hansen Lip Inflation in, doesn't have a color, a very nudie color. It doesn't seem to inflate. This is the first time I've used it, but it would take just about any color really well. So that's what I've got for you today. I hope you enjoy it. I'm going to come at you with new looks. I think I'm going to swatch in my next videos each of these palettes so you can get a better look at them. And let me know if you have any questions, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks.